What's going on, guys? Nick here from migrateIPhone.com, and today I'm going to bring you a preview or an overview of iOS 4.3 Beta 1. And this is only for developers at the moment, so obviously if you're not a developer you won't be able to use this. If you are a developer, again, go to the website, download it, and you can go ahead and try it out for yourself. Now, one thing I want to mention is this only works for the iPhone 4, the iPhone 3GS, and the iPad, and also the iPod Touch 4th Gen and the iPod Touch 3rd Gen. It doesn't work. The Beta 1 doesn't work for iPhone 3G and iPod Touch 2G. Obviously that is a sign of things to come, as this is going to be discontinued. Obviously when the final release of 4.3 comes out, it will work for them devices, but currently in beta stages it doesn't work for them. Now obviously you will need to be a dev, so you will need to have a Mac for that as well. Now let's just go ahead and mention some of the things you're going to find in this. You will have multi-touch gestures. And if you go to our website and you see the article about the iPad having no home button in the future, it's just a rumour, but if you go there you probably see why we might have multi-touch gestures in the future. Also there are things like personal hotspots, so like we saw with the Verizon iPhone, this is coming in iOS 4.3, and also we have other small things, and also the ability to change the rotation lock to however you want. So that's pretty much the main things that have changed, and I just want to mention one small thing again. I had a problem with this, and if you have the same problem, just follow what I'm about to say. Now, if you install the firmware to your device, and for some reason you don't get the multi-touch gestures in your settings tab, what you need to do is open up Xcode whilst your device is plugged in, and then you need to open up Organizer, click on the device you have installed or installed the firmware on, and then click use it for developer or use it for developing, and then it should add the multi-touch gestures to the settings tab. That is a known bug, and it should be fixed in the next beta stage, so if you're doing it on beta 1 then just be aware of that. So let's show you the first thing that I want to show you is multi-touch gestures. So with 4 or 5 fingers, all you need to do is, well, if we go to the settings tab first, I'll just show you I am on 4.3. But go to general about. As you can see, I'm running version 4.3, and obviously the number for that version is right there. Now if we go back to the general tab, you will notice a few more options in the general tab, and this is the use side switch to obviously change it whether you want lock rotation or mute. And obviously in iOS 4.2 a lot of people complained because they preferred it when it was lock rotation on the actual physical switch for the iPad, and they changed it to mute. So now you actually have that option whether you want it to have it on mute or on lock rotation. Now the other thing you actually have on the settings tab is the multitasking gestures, and it gives you some information how to use it and obviously to turn it on or off. So I'm just going to demonstrate the multitasking gestures right now. Now it says pinch to the home screen, so if you pinch like that you go back to the home screen. So that's a really nice feature. Very, very useful if you're just in an application you want to quickly close instead of going to the home button. You can just pinch, and if we go to an application now, and you can just use your 4 or 5 fingers and slide across, and that's a much easier way to navigate through your applications instead of having to bring up your multitasking bar. So you just slide across with 4 or 5 fingers and you should get across to your applications much easier. Now again, it is in beta stage, so it is very buggy. As you can see, it jumps across applications, it freezes sometimes and it goes back to other applications, so just be aware it is in beta stage, so don't get too annoyed. Now you can also bring up the multitasking bar with this gesture, with the multi-touch gestures. Again, 4 or 5 fingers and just go from the bottom of the screen and pull up, and it brings up your multitasking bar. You still got all your accessibilities down here, so your brightness, your volume, your mute or rotation lock, and that's all down there as well. So you just slide up and you bring the multitasking bar. So that's that, and I also wanted to show you, obviously like I said, you do have that, but we won't go into that, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you go to accessibility and you click on large text, which is right here, you can now change the size of the text you want in your contacts, mail and notes. So we now have it set at 56, which is very big, the biggest one it offers. And if we go to the notes application, you can see that I have wrote just a random letters, and you can see it's much bigger than it's used to. So that's another thing that's in iOS 4.3, and we just X out again. That is pretty much it, guys. That is everything I wanted to show you. I don't think I've missed anything out. If I did, then let me know in the comments and I'll put an annotation up or something. but obviously we will update you when the final release is out, and that'll be for everyone, of course. But until then, guys, make sure to follow the site, follow the forum, sign up to the forum if you haven't already. A new forum over there, so it should be much better for you guys. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll try to get back to them as soon as possible. It is Nick here for the migratiphone.com, and that's pretty much it. So I'll see you all in the next video.